We've been dealing lately with detours of a person's life. Now we just want to change the script just a little bit. We're going to be talking from the scripture, dealing with the mind. We'll be talking from Romans chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. And we'll be dealing with the mind. That part that Satan really wants to deal with.
This is your inspirational vitamin. Get ready, take it. Ooh, yeah.
This is Brother Calvin Willis. I'm getting ready to give you your morning inspirational vitamin. So get ready and take it. Paul writes in Romans chapter 12, verses 1 and 2, he says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercy of God, that you present your body a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable to God, which is your reasonable service. And do not be conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is acceptable and the perfect will of God. Paul was writing this letter to the Roman Christians at Rome. Paul was trying to encourage them. As a matter of fact, he begged them that they are to put themselves in a position that they are to offer themselves up to God as a living sacrifice. And the sacrifice was themselves. They were the sacrificial offering that they were to give back to God. Under the old covenant, they had a sacrifice. That sacrifice had to be given. It had to die. Blood had to be shed. But under the new covenant, we are the spiritual sacrifice. The blood has already been shed. So Paul tells us that this is our reasonable service. And he makes a statement that be not conformed, but be ye transformed. Confirmation is conforming to this world that we live in. The things that society have to offer us. The way we live, the way we dictate our lives, where we go, the things that we say and the things that we do. We must not allow ourselves to get caught up in that. There's a transformation process that must be made once you become a child of God. Now, this transformation process does not take over immediately. This is a gradual process of a transformation that we make as a Christian. And so Paul said the only way you're going to do this, you can't be conformed to this world, but you must be transformed. That means you must metamorphose. It's a change that has to take place, sort of like a butterfly, caterpillar turning into a butterfly. And we are sinful people, but we are turning into the image of Christ slowly. And the only way you can do that is with your mind. You must change the way you think. The way you think will cause the way you act. See, your mind is actually what controls the body. And whatever you think, whatever you say, that's what the body is going to do. So Paul is trying to get us to change our circumstances in life, change our situation in life by renewing the way we think. And I'm trying to get you to understand one thing. The Bible says in Philippians 2 and 5 that we must let this mind have the mind of Christ Jesus. Well, what kind of mind did Jesus have? Jesus had a mind that he loved everybody. Jesus had a mind that he was concerned with everybody. Jesus had a mind to even tell people sometimes when they was wrong. So I'm saying to you, my friend, if you want to change your circumstances in life, change your mind. Change the way you think. Change the way you act. And to change your emotion. And that is how you feel. And once you do that, you will control and dictate your life in a Christ-like manner. So God bless you, God keep you, and be blessed. Now I have given you the morning inspirational Bible. So take a seat.